Good evening and welcome to the Storm Center at West Muskingum High School, where tonight the Tornadoes entertain the visiting Crooksville Ceramics in a small school division matchup. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on this fine Friday evening. I'm Ted Snyder. He's Marcus McPeck. We have, as I just mentioned, a small school matchup between two teams that are heading in opposite directions, Marcus. The Tornadoes come in riding high. They started the season 5-4 in their first 9 games. In their last 9, they're 9-0. This team has not lost a basketball game since December 27th on the road at New Philly.
Yeah, they are playing absolutely incredible this year. I've been very impressed with them this year. You could always see the potential they had in this team, but they weren't quite putting it together the last few years, but they've really got it rolling this year.
I agree. Under the guidance of first-year head coach Cole Smith, I think everybody expected some good things out of the Tornadoes this year, but I'm not sure anybody expected this kind of season. They are absolutely rolling. The Tornadoes come in at a 14-4 mark overall, 9-3 in league play. The Ceramics, they're just the opposite. They come in 2-16 overall, 1-11 in MVL play. And this team, Marcus, has lost 12 consecutive games. Their last win coming on December 16th at home against the New Lexington Panthers.
Yeah, just a rough go of it for Crooksville this year. The only danger for West Muskingum this year is if they're looking past this game towards next week's game against Maysville, because this should be a fairly easy night out for them.
Yeah, this team met up. This is the second of 2 meetings between these two teams. The first matchup at Crooksville back on January the 16th was won by the Tornadoes 75-46. So they won that game walking away. And in fact, in this 9-game winning streak that the Tornadoes are in the midst of, their smallest margin of victory in those 9 games is 13 points, and that happened twice. At Rosecrans 64-51 and at Coshocton 70-57. So not only have they been winning, they've been winning big.
Yeah, and very high-scoring games. They are a great team.
Absolutely. They are very well balanced offensively, but I think, to me, watching this team this year, the biggest difference from last year to this year is defense. Cole Smith has built a defensive culture almost overnight here at West Muskingum. They create chaos with their defense, turn it into offense. In fact, 11.2 steals per game as a team leads the way in the MVL.
Yeah, I think culture is the perfect word for it. You can really feel the vibe is different this year for them. And winning plays into that, but I think coaching plays into that as well.
Absolutely, and I think it's safe to say the Tornadoes have found their head coach after a tumultuous year a year ago with a 1-year experiment with Coach Jackson Kelsheimer. They've moved on, hired a familiar face, a local face, and I think he is just the man for this job. And we're almost set for the national anthem here, so we're going to step aside momentarily for the national anthem, but when we come back, we will have your starting lineups and tip-off.
Muskingum Pep Band under direction in his 30th year, Mr. Andy Reeves.
And welcome back to the Storm Center. Almost set for tip-off here momentarily. They're getting ready to go through the starting lineups. We'll go through them for you. Starting first for the visiting Crooksville Ceramics, they will start like this. 5'10" senior Landon Boyer, 5'10" senior Kyson Riggs, 6'2" junior Drew Horn, 6'3" senior Parker Addington, and 6'5" junior Hodge Taylor. So a couple guys in that starting lineup bring some size and athleticism, specifically Addington and Taylor. You got to be conscious and mindful of them at all times. And also Jace Thompson off the bench. He's a regular player for them a year ago. He's not in the lineup tonight, so we'll have to see how they're managing his minutes here tonight. He is wearing a knee brace, but he's a big body for them that could prove valuable in this game against the size of West Muskingum. Now we'll look at the West Muskingum Tornadoes, and Marcus, the same starting lineup the entire season. They're going to start with Cade Porter, a 6' senior, Kyle Porter, a 6'3" senior, Tavin Bennett, 6'4" senior, Noah Morrison, a 6' sophomore, and Carter Smith, a 6'3" junior. And I think a year ago, that was what was missing, consistency in the roles and the playing time lined out by the head coach Kelsheimer a year ago. I think this year, Cole Smith has really got the team. Each player knows their role, and when they know their role, they can embrace it fully.
Yeah, and that comes back to the culture they've built that we talked about. They were experimenting a lot last year, and it was to their detriment.
It seemed like the kids were never really settled in under Coach Kelsheimer. He never used the same starting lineup. His rotations were very erratic, so only a handful of players really had a defined role a year ago. But this year, you can see this team is together. They're cohesive. And they're really hitting their stride at the right moment, as we just have 4 games left in the regular season for most of our league teams. So season goes by quick, and we're coming to an end. Tournament draw a week and a half from now, Sunday, February the 15th. So right around the corner, we'll be looking at tournaments. But first and foremost, we got a regular season to complete. Carter Smith, Hodge Taylor. We'll jump center. Carter Smith wins that one easily into the hands of Noah Morrison. Tavin Bennett drives, kicks out to Porter. He pulls inside the lane. Shot up and good from Kyle Porter. Team's leading scorer, 16.5 points per game. This team has 3 players averaging double figures, well balanced. And there's a steal already from Noah Morrison. Great feed to Kyle Porter. Up and good, 4-0 Tornadoes. Here's that token full court pressure that Coach Cole Smith has really perfected.
Yeah, their defense is stellar this year.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, easy way to score some points. And there's another steal. Pass deflected, swiped away by Cade Porter, up to Kyle Porter. Kicks it back out to Cade Porter to Noah Morrison, top of the key, good. Less than a minute into the game, 7-0 Tornadoes.
A quick start for the Tornadoes tonight.
Shot up and good by Parker Addington. And Addington can put the ball in the basket. He's the one player for Crooksville you need to be mindful of.
Absolutely.
Morrison over to right wing to Tavin Bennett. He gets it into Carter Smith. Back to the basket, looking to make a post move up and double clutches, unable to get it to go. Looked like it might have been deflected, but they're going to say out of bounds to the Ceramics. Cade Porter guards the inbounder, gets it in to Addington. He'll bring it up himself, guarded by Tavin Bennett. Finds a little space in the lane, shots up, no good. Rebounded to Tavin Bennett. Quickly up to Noah Morrison. He gets it to Cade Porter. Great pass back to Noah Morrison, but there's some contact on his way to the rim, and that's going to be the first personal foul on Hodge Taylor, first team foul on the Ceramics.
We are seeing that early, that size kind of bothering West Muskingum a little bit.
6' sophomore Noah Morrison at the line. This kid really does a lot for this team. He made a big splash the second half of last year as a freshman. Really came onto the scene in January and February. I think he had a 30-plus point game for them a year ago.
Yep.
So he's capable of putting up points, but what's the most impressive thing about him is his decision making. Such a young player to always make the right decision is is something you got to be
happy
about.
He has great vision, like
Yeah.
a very high IQ player.
That ball thrown away by Crooksville. Unforced error there is going to turn it back over to the Tornadoes. Here comes Jace Thompson, talked about in the pregame. And he's a big body, 6'5", big frame. We had this matchup a year ago down in Crooksville, and Crooksville hung with the Tornadoes for 2.5, 3 quarters. Tornadoes' depth pulled away in the end. This is Kyle Porter off to Noah Morrison. Back to Kyle Porter. Top of the key, Carter Smith. Tavin Bennett left wing. He'll dribble, drive, find his way to the basket. Shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Kyle Porter. He kicks it over to Morrison. And Morrison makes the three from the corner, make it Tornadoes 12, Ceramics 2. Quickly up the floor come the Ceramics, but unable to hold on to that pass is Hodge Taylor. Another turnover. That's 5 already in the first 3 minutes of the game.
And the score reflects that.
Yeah. And 2 of those turnovers completely unforced. And if you're a struggling Crooksville team, you really got to limit the unforced errors.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't have unforced errors like that, especially not against a team as good as West Muskingum this year.
Carter Smith misses the shot from the baseline and tries to steal the rebound away from Hodge Taylor, but commits the personal reach-in foul in the process. It'll give possession back to the Ceramics. 1 team foul apiece in the early going. 5:08 to play. Quickly up the floor come the Ceramics. Look like Addington may have got away with a travel.
I agree.
But I'm going to say the contact came prior to the traveling violation. So Addington a chance to add to the Ceramic total from the line. First one up and good from Addington. Second one also good. Tornadoes 12, Ceramics 4. 5 minutes to play, first quarter. Noah Morrison walks it up the court. Gets it over to Tavin Bennett, right wing. Kyle Porter over to Noah Morrison, left wing. That was a little short from 3. Offensive rebound falls into the lap of Cade Porter, and he gets it up and in. 14-4, Tornado advantage.
Just everything going right for the Tornadoes so far.
Absolutely. Quickly off a turnover again. This is Kyle Porter. And Tornadoes red hot from distance, 17-4 in the early going, Marcus. And
just 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Whew, and that prompted a 30-second timeout from Crooksville head coach Sean Chamberlain. And 17-4 early. Your thoughts in the first few minutes of this one?
West Muskingum going absolutely crazy early here. They're looking great tonight.
When they shoot the ball well from outside like they're doing in the first quarter tonight, they are nearly impossible to beat. It's a very intriguing matchup. I know we don't want to look ahead, but a week from now we're going to be down in Maysville to watch the Tornadoes play the Panthers. So that'll really be a benchmark game to let the Tornadoes know exactly where they are heading into the tournament.
If I was a betting man, I would bet the over on that game.
Yeah. You know, the thing about this West Muskingum team, they're going to avoid all the MVL heavyweights in the postseason, as they're going to play in Division 5 in the postseason. So, chance for the Tornadoes this year to possibly make some noise in the tournament.
Yep.
Ceramics into the front court, struggling just to make that pass as Noah Morrison all over the ball handler, Kyson Riggs.
Absolutely pestering defense.
Yeah. And this is a substitution. Bryden Hall onto the floor for Crooksville. It back to Hodge Taylor. He tries to dribble drive, cut off there by Porter. Long shot, no good by Riggs. Rebounded in there by Hodge Taylor. Fight for the rebound on the floor. Ball ripped away. Last touched by Jace Thompson of the Ceramics.
It almost feels like West Muskingum has an extra man on the floor when they're on defense. Everybody has 2 people on them.
Yeah, you can definitely tell Cole Smith's a defensive-minded coach, because this team really gets after it defensively. It's something to see. This is Cade Porter off to Kyle Porter. Working one-on-one. He drives into the lane, kicks out to Carter Smith. He'll shoot the 3, in and out. Nearly got that one to fall. Back the other way come the Ceramics. This is Kyson Riggs. Poked away momentarily, regains control. Looking for a pick from Taylor. It's it over in the corner to Jace Thompson. Thompson working against Carter Smith on the baseline. He had nowhere to go. Found Hall somehow from the baseline. There we go. Cade Porter strips his pocket from behind. He goes all the way. Strong, aggressive move to the basket. 19-4. Tornado advantage. Parker Addington into the front court for the Ceramics. Poked away from behind by Cade Porter, but the possession will remain with the Ceramics. You see Jace Thompson wearing that knee brace. We saw him at the end of the football season. We were covering the game in which he left the game injured. It looked like a pretty severe knee injury. Obviously still feeling the effects from that in the basketball season.
Yeah, he's moving a little sluggishly.
Yeah. This is Cade Porter in the low block at the size advantage against the much smaller Kyson Riggs. They're going to get Kyson Riggs on the personal foul. It will be a shooting foul, sending Cade Porter to the line.
Normally as a coach you don't want your guys to foul, but that one's probably excusable.
Yeah. A couple subs coming in for the Tornadoes. Number 5, Gray Knowlton, a 5'10 sophomore, and number 45, Preston Farrell, a 6'4" junior. Carter Smith will get a breather. Looks like Knowlton is going to check in for the shooter, Cade Porter. Second one from Porter is also good. Porter will take a breather. On the floor comes Knowlton. And Gray Knowlton made an impact in that game against Rosecrans that we did back at the beginning of January. He was a real bright spot off the bench for the Tornadoes. Long three from Addington, up and good. Tell you, this kid can flat out score the basketball.
Yeah, he's very good. He's the one bright spot of this Crooksville team.
Kyle Porter shakes and bakes in the lane, gives it up to Farrell, back out to Bennett. To Knowlton, he'll kick it over to Morrison, and Morrison is true from the corner once again. Give Noah Morrison 11 points in the first 6 minutes of this game.
Yeah, he is cooking.
Addington once again, he rips the nets from downtown. All of a sudden we got a shooting contest, 24-12 inside the Storm Center. Tavin Bennett tries to work one-on-one, blows past Jace Thompson. Hoop and the harm. Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play for Tavin Bennett. That's one thing Bennett can do. He's a great slasher.
Yeah, I love to watch him play.
Yeah, he really commits. Once he gets that first step, he blows to the basket with authority.
Yeah, I've been a big fan of his game the last 2 years that he's been on varsity.
Free throw up and good from Bennett. Tornadoes 27, Ceramics 12. A minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Parker Addington controls up high against Tavin Bennett, gets it off to Jace Thompson on the right wing. Inside, Hodge Taylor working, gets a size advantage against Evans. He's able to easily get that one up and in. 27-14. Ceramics have calmed down and kind of righted the ship after that rough start there, Marcus. The first 3 minutes were rough, but they battled back. Here goes Knowlton into the lane. Looked like he traveled, and he did. Cade Porter is going to come back on the floor. Tavin Bennett going to take a seat.
And a lot of that ship righting is coming from their size advantage. They're doing good work stifling the layups, and that's going to slow down some momentum.
You know, we mentioned earlier that the Tornadoes in their winning streak have their smallest margin of victory is 13. Well, here's Noah Morrison strip, and he goes all the way in. 13 points, 2 steals in the first quarter for Noah Morrison. Quickly back comes Kyson Riggs into the front court, gives it off to Addington. Kyle Porter all over Addington. They don't want to give him any space. Hodge Taylor, great position down low. He's able to get that up and in the midst of 3 Tornado defenders. Quickly back up the floor comes Cade Porter. Finds Gray Knowlton inside, unable to get the layup to go. Rebound to Addington. He'll bring it up himself. guarded by Cade Porter. Looks like he might have traveled once again. And he did. They're going to get him that time for the travel. And what I was going to say, Marcus, in this losing streak that Crooksville's in the midst of, 12 consecutive losses, all 12 losses by double digits.
Yeah.
They have not even been close since their last win against New Lex in December.
They are having a tough go of it this season.
Ball poked away temporarily from Cade Porter. He gets it back. Gives it over to David Evans on the floor for the first time, and he gets it into Farrell. Nice move from the junior. As the buzzer sounds for the end of the first period, our score after one, West Muskingum 29, Crooksville 16. We'll be right back with the second quarter, folks.
Clear.
And welcome back to the Storm Center. Second quarter set to begin. 31 to 16 is our score. They did not put the deuce up prior to us breaking at the first quarter, so 31 to 16 is our score after one quarter. I'm Ted Snyder alongside Marcus McPeck. Glad you could join us tonight. Cold, blustery evening outside. Good night to settle in and watch some basketball. Kyle Riggs gets it over to Addington. Back to Riggs, and they find a wide open shooter who misses everything from the right wing.
I think that was their first open shot of the night.
Gray Knowlton back the other way. Spin move. Unable to finish it. Preston Farrell gets the rebound. What? I think they're going to say ball was possessed by Crooksville while his foot was on the baseline. Yep. So Tornadoes will maintain control. Here goes Knowlton into the lane. He's going to be fouled by Kyson Riggs. He's going to earn himself 2 free throws. And that's going to be the second personal on Kyson Riggs. Need to see how Coach Sean Chamberlain wants to handle that situation, and he is going to come off the floor right now. Their primary ball handler, Riggs.
Yeah, that's a tough loss for him.
Going to have to come off the floor, and he's replaced by Landon Boyer, who was also a starter. Second shot up and good, so Gray Knowlton cashes in 2 free throws. Tornadoes extend the lead to 17, 33 to 16. David Evans closely guarding Boyer up the floor, and that looked like an over and back, which it is. Just hounding defense by the Tornadoes, not giving an inch.
You took the words literally right out of my mouth.
That drains you, not just physically, but mentally as a player.
Yeah.
You have to work so hard just to get the ball past the timeline.
Along with the offensive pace that West Muskingum was putting on them.
3 ball up and no good from Evans. Rebounded inside by Hodge Taylor. Quickly back comes Parker Addington and the Ceramics. He gives it up, and over there in the corner, a little 2-man game. Tough shot on the run by Addington. Gets his own rebound. Goes right back up with it. Still can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Corralled by Taylor. He gets it up and off the glass and in. And he's going to get an and one opportunity along with the deuce. So Ceramics continue to battle. You got to admire the tenacity of these Ceramics. Winners or losers of 12 straight coming in here to this environment.
They've got no quit in them, for sure.
They fell down early, but it's been a stalemate since the opening 4 minutes. Free throw by Taylor up and good. Cuts the lead to 14, 33 to 19. Wholesale changes coming for the Tornadoes. Back on the floor momentarily will be Tavin Bennett, Kyle Porter, and Carter Smith. This is David Evans. Picks up his dribble in the lane, gets it off to Morrison. Great move from Morrison. Just savvy player. gets in the lane for 2. Give him 15 in the game. Having a great night. Gray Knowlton's going to be guilty of the reach-in violation against Parker Addington.
And that is the danger you run into when you have a defense based so much on active hands. You do run the risk of fouling.
Chase Thompson to inbound. Gets it in to Grayson Huck. He gets it back out front to Boyer. Boyer guarded by Morrison. This is Parker Addington to Jace Thompson. Thompson makes a move, goes down the lane, ball stripped off of his leg. Great defensive play by Tavin Bennett. Possession to the Tornadoes. Noah Morrison will bring it into the front court. 4 starters plus Gray Knowlton on the floor right now. Actually, all 5 starters on the floor, rather, for the Tornadoes. Noah Morrison back to the basket for another deuce. Give him 17.
What a game he's having
Yeah,
tonight.
we're only 10 minutes into this game. He scored 17 points. Boyer picks up his dribble, finds Jace Thompson on the right wing. He tries to thread a pass over top of Bennett. Couldn't get it.
What
Bennett
a
saves that
save.
ball. Gets it off to Cade Porter. Just tremendous hustle from the Tornadoes. Gets it up to Kyle Porter. Right wing, bingo. Tornadoes stretch the lead back out to 21, 40-19. Into the front court comes Boyer, double team there. Gets it off to Grayson Huck, and that ball's stolen by Cade Porter. Great defensive instinct, stepped in the passing lane. Back quickly comes Morrison for 3, good. This is a video game here, Marcus.
Yeah, they're playing.
It's getting silly, 43-19. We still have 5 minutes to play in the first half, folks. Boyer into the front court for Crooksville.
I think if they hit another 3, they unlock big head mode.
Yeah. I mean, the offensive display shown by the Tornadoes in this. Granted, these shots are open, but still,
Yeah.
they're shooting at a very, very high rate. They're just playing with such a degree of confidence right now.
Yeah, and the pace that they're playing at, along with the making those buckets, it's tough to shoot that quick, that well.
And this is Drew Horn for the Ceramics. Picks up his dribble, looking, finds Jace Thompson. He's going to dribble inside the three-point line, tries to make a move on Bennett, passes it to Bryden Hall, and he took too many steps trying to gather himself. Turnover back over to the Tornadoes. Now we're entering danger zone for Crooksville.
Yep.
24-point lead, possession to the Tornadoes. Here goes Morrison, blows by his man right to the basket. Crafty left-handed finish, give him 20 points in the game. That's a good night, and we're only halfway through the second quarter.
He's making it look easy tonight.
Yes, he's a very fluid player, and he's just a lot of fun to watch. Addington, once again, almost took a few extra steps, gets it off to Hodge Taylor. Addington gets his three-point shot rejected by Morrison, and Morrison's going to take this one coast to coast, misses the lay-in, but Parker Addington's going to be guilty of the personal foul. No, Morrison's going to go to the line, try to add to his point total. 22 points for Noah Morrison in 12 minutes of game time.
He's something.
He's not even the team's leading scorer. Kyle Porter leads them in scoring, 16 and a half a game. Morrison comes in averaging a little over 12. But he's more than capable of this. Like I mentioned about earlier, his decision making, he never forces anything.
Yeah.
He only takes what comes to him, what the defense gives. Misses the second of 2. 27-point advantage for the Tornadoes. 46-19. This is Addington, gets it into Thompson. He tries to shoot, that's blocked by Tavin Bennett, gets it back. Shot again, no good off the glass. Rebounded in there by Carter Smith. Quick come the Tornadoes, and Morrison, a little heat check. They get it back to Morrison.
What a shot.
He gets it. The feed from Porter gets it to go, and he's going back to the line, Marcus. We are witnessing something here tonight. Give Morrison 25 points on the night. Could make it 26 here from the line. Free throw is well short. Rebounded by Hodge Taylor. And quickly up the floor comes Bryden Hall, and he gives it off to Addington. He'll shoot the quick three off the rim, no good. Rebound off the hands of Kyle Porter into the hands of Noah Morrison. Quickly up the floor come the Tornadoes. Bennett's going to try from three. That's a back rim, no good. Rebounded by Noah Morrison. Great move. Up and under. This kid is feeling it tonight, Marcus. Give him 27 points. Here come the Ceramics quickly. They're just forcing the issue now, Marcus. Hodge Taylor's going to be fouled by Carter Smith. He's going to get a trip to the line, but Ceramics are just coming down and forcing a quick shot right now.
It's getting to a point where they just have to do whatever they can to score any points.
Yeah. But when things like what happens tonight happens, it really takes you out of the game mentally.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to recover.
To watch one man score 30 points on you in 18 minutes is rough.
Noah Morrison, just a sophomore, so they're gonna have his services for the next couple of years.
Yeah, they're going to be in good hands.
Yeah.
Their JV team is also very good.
Yeah, they have some good young players here in the system at West Muskingum. No shortage of talent, that's for sure.
The impressive thing, too, with West M right now is they're basically running a track meet, and they're not even breathing hard.
Another three, good from the corner. That's Kyle Porter. Give him 11 points in the ball game. Second Tornado crack double figures. Personal foul is going to be committed by Kyle Porter.
I think Tavin Bennett wanted the dunk there.
Yeah. Seen several dunks from this crew this year. Carter Smith, Tavin Bennett. To the line for the Ceramics is 6'2" junior Drew Horn. First one is up and good. Morrison, 27 points here in the first half, Marcus. And, you know, if this game were closer, we might get to see history here tonight, but I have a feeling he's probably not going to see a whole lot of action in the second half.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see a very JV-heavy lineup in the second half.
That's what I would expect. They'll likely start the half with their starters, but I think if the game continues in this direction, there'd be no reason for Cole Smith to jeopardize any of these players. Especially with next week's big game looming. Noah Morrison, top of the key. The kid can't miss, Marcus. Give him 30 in the game.
What a night.
Quickly back come the Ceramics. And down the lane goes Seth Jones. His shot off the glass, no good. David Evans, first to touch the rebound, and he's fouled. David Evans, the smallest guy on the floor, 5'8" senior, transferred from Zanesville, making the most of his opportunities here as a Tornado.
He's a fun player to watch too.
Yeah. Outstanding football player.
Yeah.
Great defensive back.
He's got a lot of spirit. He's very he's very like he's got that dog in him, as they say.
Absolutely. That's a great way to describe him. It's a little two-man game between Gray Knowlton and Carter Smith. Little give and go. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be on Crooksville. See if it's in the act of shooting or on the floor. It is in the act. So Gray Knowlton is going to go to the line and shoot a couple. You know, as I think most of the starters have all got breathers at some point in this first half, except for Morrison. I think Cole Smith's in the mindset of, I can't take this kid off the floor. He's hotter than fish grease. I don't want to disrupt his rhythm in any way.
Yeah, I think if you pulled him off the floor right now, the crowd would riot.
Absolutely. Gray Knowlton makes a pair of free throws. 58-22 is our score. Stolen in there by Noah Morrison, quickly up the floor. Carter Smith throws it down with authority, and he's fouled in the process. Tornadoes have it all going right tonight, Marcus. couldn't draw it up any better.
No.
And just look how free and happy this team's playing under this head coach. The difference from last year, their body language.
Yeah, they are having so much fun.
Absolutely. I'm so happy for this group because, like you said earlier, you could see this team in the making. You could see the talent. It was just putting it all together, finding the right coach to put it together. And here comes the Ceramics. Jace Thompson works one-on-one against Farrell. Up off the glass and good. Minute and a half to play in the first half. Tornadoes 61, Crooksville 24. David Evans, aggressive move down the lane, kind of found himself with nowhere to go with the basketball. Gets bailed out by a blocking call in there. And they're going to say that's in the act of shooting. David Evans, go to the line. Looks like he's holding his right hip there.
Yep, got a little shook up.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
That floor can be unforgiving.
Yeah. There's not much give in a basketball surface, that's for sure. First one up and no good from Evans. Second offering from Evans is good. 62-24, Tornado advantage. Quickly up the floor for Crooksville's Landon Boyer. He's cut off by Knowlton. Finds Jace Thompson from the mid-range, and he sinks the 18-footer. He's got a pretty good touch for a big guy, does Thompson. Noah Morrison down the lane, gets it stripped. They're going to say last touch by Crooksville. Possession remains with West Muskingum.
He had approximately 4 guys on him.
Noah Morrison, top of the key, elevates. Oh, that was a off-balance 3 because he felt the contact. Unable to get that one to fall. Ceramics come back up the floor with Parker Addington. There was a host of Tornadoes swatting at that ball. Farrell and Carter Smith were 2 of the 3. I think Noah Morrison took a swipe at it as well. Parker Addington's going to draw the personal foul. Personal foul is going to be against Preston Farrell, the 6'4" junior, his second personal foul. Second one good from Addington. 62-28. Home team advantage. I think Cole Smith may have just indicated he wants to hold for 1 if possible, or maybe not. Pretty aggressive. Jace Thompson gets the steal. Gets it up to Grayson Huck. He cannot. Preston Farrell, Jace Thompson fighting over that rebound, and they're going to say a personal foul against Jace Thompson.
I think he called it a jump ball.
Jump ball, okay.
It was a quick jump ball.
Yeah, it was.
They didn't really wrap the ball up at all. Neither of them really had control of it.
They did not. Yeah, very quick jump ball. Back come the Tornadoes. This is David Evans. A little Euro step in the lane. Little dipsy-do off the glass for David Evans. Puts him in the scorebook. Back come the Crooksville Ceramics. Parker Addington, 10 seconds remaining, and Addington throws it away. A little miscommunication between he and Grayson Huck. So 9 seconds to work with for the Tornadoes. Here comes Noah Morrison. Gives it over to Evans. Evans down the lane, off the glass. He's going to draw contact with 2 seconds remaining. First free throw attempt from Evans is good. Second one off the back rim, rebounded by Crooksville. Full court heave, nowhere close, and that'll bring the first half to a close from the Storm Center. Our score after 1 half of play, West Muskingum 65, Crooksville 28. We're going to break for halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And welcome back to the Storm Center. Ted Snyder, Marcus McPeck with you on this presentation of MVL basketball right here on South 60 Films. We have a game between the Tornadoes and the Ceramics in which Noah Morrison has absolutely took over. 30 points in the first half to lead all scorers, obviously, but he's one of 2 Tornadoes in double figures in the first half. Kyle Porter has 11. He's the team's leading scorer on the season, but those two have combined for 41. They've outscored the Ceramics by themselves. In fact, Noah Morrison by himself has outscored the Ceramics 30-28. So our score at halftime, 65-28 in favor of the home team, and it's been all Tornadoes in this one.
It's been all Noah Morrison. He is putting on an absolute show tonight.
Noah Morrison had 13 in the first quarter, 17 points in the second quarter. And just to let you know, folks, we're on school record alert, as we were just notified. The school record for points in a game is 44, and you have to go all the way back to 1983, where that school record was set by Steve Mitchell. So Noah Morrison needs just 15 points in the second half to become the team's, the school's all-time leading scorer in a single game. So something to keep an eye on here in the second half.
Yeah, and like we talked about before we came back, they're most likely going to try to get him that. They're going to start feeding him the ball even more.
Yeah, the Tornadoes, they're up such a big lead. They're up 37 points, so they have the freedom to kind of do what they want here in the second half. We'll see how long Cole Smith elects to leave his starters out there, because I don't even think a record-breaking opportunity would surpass an injury opportunity in his mind. I think he wants to be safe first and foremost with the health of his team. So we'll just have to see how the second half plays out, but definitely something we'll be watching and keeping our eye on.
Yeah, you definitely can't risk your kids, especially this close to the postseason.
Yeah, I mentioned tournament draw. Just 9 days away, Marcus. It'll be next Sunday, February the 15th. And that will take place in the afternoon. So that evening we will know where all the MVL teams will play their sectional tournaments and who against who and potential matchups. But we got some regular season games to finish first. And the Tornadoes, the Ceramics just now coming out of the locker room as second half set to begin momentarily. Couldn't draw up a better first half for the Tornadoes if you're Cole Smith. I'm talking offensively, defensively. They defended well in the half court. They created steals in transition. They scored inside, they scored outside. It's just, if you're a head coach, you just got to like the results you're seeing on the floor.
And on the other side, if you're the head coach for Crooksville, you are having an awful night. The body language for these Ceramics is awful right now. I don't think they warmed up. I think they just sat in the locker room for 10 minutes and then came out to play.
Yeah, in the second half of that second quarter, they just looked to be resigned to their fate as they just rushed the ball down the floor and took quick shots. And I don't think that's the key to coming back.
No.
But we'll see what's in store here for the second half, as that's why we play a complete game. You just never know.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah. Crooksville will inbound to start the second half of play, and it is inbounded to Kyson Riggs, who had to sit most of the second quarter with 2 personal fouls. He's back out there now, gets it off to Hodge Taylor. Feeds a pass in there, tries to Addington, and that ball's stolen away. Quickly up the floor to Morrison. There he is again. Give him 32 in the game, as they were looking for number 14. Get that kid the ball. Back come the Ceramics in the half court. Hodge Taylor, that ball stolen by Morrison. Into the open court he goes. 2 more for Morrison, and the Tornadoes 69-28.
The Ceramics may need Morrison to get struck by lightning to win.
And here comes Riggs off the screen from Taylor. Gets it over in the corner, and that ball's stolen away by Cade Porter. He's cut off there by Riggs, allows the Crooksville Ceramics to get back in defense. This is Cade Porter. Been a while since we've seen the Tornadoes in a half-court set. There's Morrison.
Bang.
Bingo! Left wing 3 from Morrison. He's got 7 already here in the third quarter. 37 in the game. This is Parker Addington, picks up his dribble, gets it off to Boyer, and his pass is stolen from Carter Smith. Lobs it up the floor to Morrison. 2 more, the first 9 points of the second half scored by Noah Morrison. And that ball just thrown right over the head of Parker Addington. Another unforced error from the Ceramics. And
I think they're just ready to go home.
And wow, are we seeing something magical here tonight? And we thought that they would come out and kind of force feed Morrison the basketball, and they have. Here's Morrison into the lane, over to Porter, to Bennett. Bennett, dipsy-do, up and under. Give that man 2 points, and he's going to earn himself a trip to the line as well. You know, Bennett, the third leading scorer on the team, 10 points a game coming in, but you know, this kid's unselfish. He doesn't care if he scores 0 or 25. This kid just wants to win.
Yep. He's
a true competitor.
And you need guys like that to have a team as good as they have.
Absolutely. This is Jace Thompson. He starts the second half for the Ceramics. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Carter Smith. Quickly up the floor. Cade Porter to Kyle Porter to Noah Morrison. Back to Kyle Porter for 2. Whew, just an absolute.
And that was an example of Noah Morrison always making the right play.
Absolutely.
He could have been selfish there and nobody would have cared, but he still made the right play.
Shot up and good from Thompson. It's just fun to watch. The ball rarely hits the floor in transition. Here's Morrison from 3. Off the front rim, no good. Cade Porter battles in there, but rebound controlled by Jace Thompson, and he gets it off to Riggs, who's promptly fouled by Carter Smith. I think that's going to be the third personal foul on Carter Smith, but he's going to stay on the floor. Game well in hand as we are in the midst of a running clock right now. 79-30 is our score in favor of the home team. Ted Snyder, Marcus McPeck with you for the game tonight. This is Kyson Riggs. Gets it over in the corner. The shooter can't make that. Brylan Hall. His shot from the corner is no good. Ball out of bounds, last touch by West Muskingum.
I would like to point out that while Noah Morrison is beating Crooksville by himself, even if you take his points away, West Muskingum is still winning.
Yes, they are. And this is Hodge Taylor. Gets it off to Kyson Riggs, over to Jace Thompson. He's going to try to back down the defender Morrison, but shoots the mid-range shot, no good. Rebounded by Morrison. Quickly up the floor, he gets it to Tavin Bennett. And he is fouled hard on his way to the basket. I don't think there was any malicious intent there. I just think that was a hard foul. Bennett off his feet. He's quickly back up and seems to be okay.
Yeah, it looked like one of them might have caught him in the head a little bit. Unfortunate. Like you said, I don't think it was intentional, just a unfortunate swing of the arm.
Yeah. Bennett just took an aggressive line to the basket and drew the contact when both of his feet off the floor. But this kid's tough as nails, gets right back up and goes to the free throw line. First free throw, good. Tornadoes 80, Ceramics 30, 50-point lead. Just under 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Second offering from Bennett is also good. 81-30. Kyson Riggs comes up the floor, gets it off to Brylan Hall. Quickly into Hodge Taylor, tries to make a move against Carter Smith. Ball's deflected, retrieved by Tavin Bennett. Over to Noah Morrison, give him 41. 11 in the third quarter for Morrison, 41 in the game. 3 points away from tying a school record, 4 points away from breaking it.
And there's still a lot of game to play.
And Tornadoes still as tenacious on defense as if the game was tied.
They may be playing even harder now just so they can see that record be broken.
I have a feeling once that happens, the starters are coming off the floor.
For sure.
This is Tavin Bennett. Penetrates down the lane, kicks it back out. This is Carter Smith from downtown. Front rim, no good. Ball batted out by a sub, which is Braxton Brownrigg, I believe, which it was, but they're going to say he was a little bit over the back. Tavin Bennett's going to get a breather along with Carter Smith. David Evans, Preston Farrell onto the floor. Also got mentioned Brownrigg out there, along with Nick Anton. This is Hodge Taylor to Jace Thompson. Long three off back rim, no good. Rebounded by Noah Morrison. Minute 20 to play, third quarter. Quickly comes Morrison up the floor. Reverses it, back to Evans. Evans will penetrate down the lane, and he's stripped but fouled. We're gonna see, they're gonna call this on the floor.
So we've obviously been talking about Morrison's just dazzling scoring numbers, but he's had a great all-around game. He's had quite a few assists, some rebounds, some steals. I think he got one block. Like he's been everywhere this game.
Well, he's the team's second leading scorer on the season, but he leads this team in steals by far, 3.5 per game. That's one of the league's best.
He's got crazy quick hands.
Steal by the Ceramics up to Parker Addington, and he gets the lay-in to go. And Ceramics get on the board here in the third. This is Braxton Brownrigg over there, harassed by Hall, and he gets it off to Morrison.
Ooh.
You can say, what's a moving screen, I believe? Is it going to be against Brownrigg?
Yep.
Yes, it is. So that's the second personal on Brownrigg.
Is the right idea trying to free up Morrison, but he kind of ran into him.
Braxton Brownrigg received first team All-Ohio honors in football, so I just want to say congratulations to him, well deserved. And the rebounded there by Brownrigg, 60-foot heave off the back of the rim and no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter of action. Our score after three, West Muskingum 83, Crooksville 32. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter after this. Fourth quarter set to begin as the Tornadoes control. Ball inbounded from Brownrigg into David Evans. Ted Snyder, Marcus McPeck with you for this one. Noah Morrison beats his man, drives to the basket for another two.
One more basket.
Give him 43 in the night. Kyson Riggs gives us to Addington. Tries to pass inside to Hodge Taylor. Pass a little too high, unable to control. Last touch by Taylor.
I'm going to make a little callback to our new Lexington team for football season. Noah Morrison deserves a free lunch at school next week.
Yeah, he does. This is Morrison from downtown. That would have broke it off the front rim. Rebounded in there by Kyson Riggs, the smallest guy on the floor. Guarded there closely by Braxton Brownrigg. Parker Addington's three is blocked by Noah Morrison. Here comes Morrison quickly up the floor. He's intentionally fouled. They're going to call a regular foul, but definitely that foul had all the hallmarks of an intentional.
Yeah.
He just simply grabbed the right arm of Morrison.
Kind of wrapped up his shoulders.
Like, you're not going to break this record on our watch, he said.
That's a dangerous game to play, too, because that's how people get hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball inbounded to Preston Farrell. Out high to Brownrigg. Gets it over to Morrison. Morrison loses control, and Kyson Riggs picks it up for Crooksville. Nice move from Riggs. Up off the glass, no good. Rebounded, put back, no good from Crooksville. Quickly back up the floor come the Tornadoes and David Evans. He goes right at the big tree. Unable to get it, but there's Preston Farrell on the weak side for the putback. 87-32. In the midst of a career night from Noah Morrison. Also the Tornadoes as a whole. I don't know if they've scored 100 this year or not, but they're about to tonight.
They've been firing on all cylinders tonight.
That ball, that pass, easily stolen. Here comes Morrison up the floor. He's fouled. And he looked to be injured. And he's up to his feet now. That was a hard foul taken by Morrison, and that's exactly what you don't want to see if you're head coach Cole Smith. So let's just hope Noah Morrison can bang these 2 free throws in, and they can get him off the floor.
Yeah, he gave a little thumbs up saying he's all right.
Of course, he wants to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Here's the first attempt. It's good. That ties the school record. Second attempt forthcoming for Noah Morrison. Off the rim and no good. But offensive rebound. There's Morrison from the corner. That's no good. Gets his own rebound again. He's going to go back to the line. Oh, my goodness.
I can say one thing with certainty. That boy is going to be sore tomorrow.
Yeah. So, Noah Morrison, currently 44 points, tied with Steve Mitchell for the all-time points in a single game for West Muskingum. He's feeling that pressure now. Alligator armed that one a little bit.
That pressure can put some extra gravity on you.
Wholesale changes once again for West Muskingum. We see Jason Nesselrode along with Gray Knowlton onto the floor. Aiden Metz as well.
And there it was.
And there it was. Noah Morrison just broke the school record. The 6-foot sophomore, 45 points in this basketball game. And his teammates run out to congratulate him, and well deserved. He's just all around great game tonight from Noah Morrison. Congratulations, young man. That's really cool to be here in the presence of this tonight.
Yes.
That's good stuff right there.
Yep.
Classy move by Cole Smith to leave him out there and let him achieve that goal as well. And we're not even going to see another. The clock's just expiring right now as it's going to tick down to 0. We're on a running clock. Crooksville took the high road and just let the clock expire.
Oh,
so.
No, they reset it.
Okay.
They're letting it go.
Okay. They took a momentary break to.
I thought maybe we were going to see a bit of a mercy rule there.
Yeah, but 3:48 remaining. I thought they just letting the clock expire there.
I did too.
But they took a temporary moment.
Called a TV timeout.
Yeah, to allow Noah Morrison to enjoy that moment with his teammates. Well-deserved young man. Congratulations once again. Here come the Ceramics. We got reserves on the floor for both sides. Hodge Taylor still out there for Crooksville battling. Here comes Braxton Brownrigg into the front court for West Muskingum. This is Nesselrode. We talked about him.
Nesselrode, a very good player.
Yeah, Jason Nesselrode, Aiden Metz. These are kids that we've been watching at the JV level for several years, showing up to these games early. Of course, we get to see a good bit, if not all, of the JV game. And this West Muskingum team consistently has one of the best JV teams in the league.
Yeah, it is actually astounding how good their JV team is.
Yeah. It's no exception this year as well. Nesselrode, Metz, a couple of the players off that team. But this is Jace Thompson, spin move inside, gets his shot to go from the middle of the paint. 2.5 minutes remain. The only thing in question is the final score at this point. Long three from Nesselrode, back rim, no good. Rebounded by Grayson Huck. Kyson Riggs will bring it up for Crooksville. And they're gonna be losers of 13 straight after this one. They really need to right the ship, do the Ceramics.
Yeah.
Next up for the Ceramics will be a game against New Lex at New Lexington. So that's the last time they won a basketball game was December 16th at home against New Lex. So maybe that can get them back in the win column.
That could be the one for them. it should at least be a better game than tonight's game was.
First attempt from the line from Riggs is up and good. Second free throw, no good, but say ball last touched by West Muskingum. Possession will stay with Crooksville. Parker Addington to inbound. Gets it to Hodge Taylor. He gets a step on Metz. Up off the glass, can't get the shot to go. Rebound tipped over to Braxton Brownwig. Quickly up the floor is Brownwig. His shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded in there by Luther Johnson, and he's unable to get it to go. This is a long three from Riggs. Back iron, no good. Back comes Aiden Metz for West Muskingum. He gives it to Nesselrode.
What a pass.
Great unselfish pass to Luther Johnson. And we have a tornado down. I believe that's Braxton Brownwig. And he is staying down on the floor. I did not see if that was contact or a non-contact.
No, I didn't see what happened either, but the way he was breathing, it looks like he almost got the wind knocked out of him. So it may only be that he got the wind knocked out of him, which is the best possible version of getting injured on a basketball court.
Absolutely. We can only hope that much, because we don't know what the future holds for Braxton Brownwig, but I could definitely see him playing football at the next level at a smaller division.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a D1 or D2 type player, but he could definitely make an impact in an OAC school at a Muskingum or an Otterbein or something like that. You know, I don't think his athletic career is over by a long shot unless he wants it to be. So. Yeah, holding the back of the head and neck. So let's just hope he didn't fall and hit his head on the floor.
Yeah.
Let's take a break momentarily while they tend to Brownwig. We'll be right back. And we're back. Ted Snyder, Marcus McPeck along with you on this Friday night as the West Muskingum Tornadoes are winning in big fashion here at home. 91-35 is our score, under a minute to play. We'll just see how this remaining 50 seconds plays out here. Kyson Riggs brings it up, gives it off to Addington. His three-point attempt is blocked by Nesselrode, but he gets it back. Drives baseline, gets it off the glass, and good. Quickly up the floor comes the Tornadoes. This is Nesselrode. That's Luther Johnson. Off the glass and good. Nesselrode, Luther Johnson, and Metz, they have good size.
Yeah.
They're all 6'3" type kids with ability to handle the ball. I know this team's going to lose a lot of production. Kyle Porter, Cade Porter, Tavin Bennett, just to name a few.
Yeah.
But the cupboard far from empty.
Yeah, they've got a lot of talent at this school.
This is Hodge Taylor out to Addington. He'll shoot another three. He's not shy. Jace Thompson, offensive rebound. His shot's blocked. Gets it back. His second attempt is good. And that's going to do it, folks, as the remaining seconds are going to tick off. And that's going to do it. Our final score from West Muskingum is the Tornadoes 93, the Ceramics 39. We'll be right back to put a wrap on this thing after a quick break. And we're back at the Storm Center. The Tornadoes, big winners at home tonight. 93-39 is our final from the Storm Center. And the story of this game tonight, Marcus, is sophomore Noah Morrison. 45 points in the ball game, broke a school record held by Steve Mitchell that dated all the way back to 1983, before the three-point line was even introduced in Ohio high school basketball. So a record that's been in the books for 43 years was just broken here tonight.
And in impressive fashion, too.
Yeah.
A highly efficient game, and an all-around game, too. Like, he was everywhere on the court tonight. He played incredibly well.
Yeah, several steals and had several rebounds. But, yeah, like I said, the story of the game, Noah Morrison, 45 points in the game, and this is how he did it. 13 points in the first quarter, 17 points in the second quarter, 11 points in the third quarter, and his final 4 came in the beginning stages of the fourth quarter before he was taken out. So 45 points. It could, if this was a closer game, he might have scored 50 or 55.
Oh yeah, I was going to make that point. He could have gone crazy tonight if it was a closer game. And the only reason the Tornadoes did not make it to 100 is because of the running clock.
Absolutely, and you know the story we said was Noah Morrison, but Kyle Porter did also finish in double figures as well with 11. Those were the only 2 players on either side to score in double figures, as the Tornado defense once again created havoc and caused turnover after turnover, which led to easy transition opportunities. Their defense is really the name of the game right now. I know the story of tonight's Noah Morrison, but this team, and I think their success going forward, is that defense.
Yeah, and a lot of Morrison's success tonight came off of that defense. He himself, like you said, he leads this team in steals, leads the MVL in steals. He has has incredibly quick, accurate hands. He doesn't really commit fouls, but he gets a lot of steals.
Yeah, it was something to see tonight. We were certainly happy to be in the presence for something like this to happen tonight. We mentioned the final score. Tornadoes won this one walking away, 93-39. Next up for the Tornadoes is a big game a week from now down in Southtown, a game which we will be at, Marcus, a week from tonight, February 13th, West Muskingum at Maysville. Your preliminary thoughts on that one after what we saw tonight?
This is the perfect game to have before a game like that.
Absolutely.
To go in with just extreme confidence against the toughest team in the area, one of the toughest teams in the state in Maysville.
Yeah, I think that'll be a true benchmark game for Cole Smith and the Tornadoes. Tonight marks their 10th consecutive victory. They've yet to lose a game in the calendar year 2026. So, you know, going down there to Maysville, it's not an easy place to play. You can't expect to win, but what you can expect to do is compete and see the results of your season so far. Yeah,
and like I was saying last week with Matt, losing to Maysville this season doesn't really count as a loss if you're an MVL team. They are in a different echelon effectively. They are basically the favorites to win to win the state championship again. That they are in a league of their own effectively. But if you can go out and compete with them, that spells a lot for you as a team, because they are just so incredible.
I agree, but what it takes to compete against the Panthers is defense. And that's what West Muskingum does. They're committed to it. Every player on the floor is committed to it. I'm excited for it, so we'll have to see what that has in store, but that'll be a week from now. Don't miss that one, folks. A week from now, down in Southtown, we'll have the West Muskingum Tornadoes at the Maysville Panthers. That'll be our final regular season game here on South 60 Films. We'll have some postseason games, but we're going to have to wait till the tournament draw plays out to see who plays who and where the games are played at. So anything else you want to add tonight, Marcus?
Just genuinely, I think the most incredible single-player performance I've ever seen in the MVL. Yeah, he had the perfect game all around.
It kind of started out in the first quarter. Things just sort of fell into place. He wasn't forcing the issue. He was just making shots. And then the longer the game went on, you could feel it. His teammates wanted to get the ball to him, get the ball to the hot hand. And, man, you got to admire such an unselfish team like that.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for us here tonight, folks. But once again, our final score, 93-39 in favor of the Tornadoes. Come see us next week, and we'll be at the Panther Pound. You won't want to miss that one. Be safe out there. Have a good night, folks.